Okay, so I wanted to do a comparison of the two Darkwing Duck plushes I have. I have the, what I think is the original one they made in the 90s, and the special Disney 100 anniversary one that they just barely released this year. And it's interesting because you would think that maybe the new one would have everything right, and it doesn't necessarily, actually. Each one actually has pros and cons. Now this is the 90s one. Now, I tried to fix his beak before. You'd think it should go like this, and maybe it did originally, I don't know. I got him secondhand, but his beak always just defaults, goes back up like this. I actually don't know if that's the way he was actually sold or not, but I can't get it to go any other way. Now, the first thing you notice, the hat is really good, really awesome, but the color of the mask and the jacket are totally wrong. It's like a red-violet Merlot color. It's supposed to be purple, just deep, deep purple. So that's one thing that they screwed up with on the original 90s one. And being that this was the 90s, the eyes are plastic. That was normal back then. You don't see a lot of plush anymore with plastic eyes. His cape is the correct color in front, but on the back it's red, and it's supposed to be pink, actually. Okay, now he's in a sitting down position. Okay, the coolest thing about this one's clothes, I think, is that there actually really is a shirt under here. So the jacket rides up all the time, and there's a real shirt under here. There's sleeves. The shirt is like just sewn on part of the body, but there's a real shirt here, and that's really cool because that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, also let me point out, this one is correct too, in that there are the white feathery cheeks. And that's important because on the special anniversary one, as several people have been complaining about on their website, they didn't do the special white cheeks. So instead you've got the cheeks and the beak are the same yellow color. So it looks like the cheeks are the beak. Several people have complained about that, and that is frustrating. You'd think they could do that right. This one's expression is rather arrogant, self-confident. His whole pose is like daring the evildoers to come after him. He's the greatest thing, and he's going to beat them all, which is totally in character, you know. So that's pretty funny and pretty cool. And the other one's just kind of like very docilely sitting here. And I like that too, honestly. I like both of their poses. This one's standing. He is very, very soft. And the cape is like a silk. It's really awesome. It's the correct color on both sides. But this one, the cape, the jacket, they're all like sewn to this fake shirt thing. There's no real shirt under there, sadly. There's some little sleeve cuffs here, and there's this cool collar. There's no real shirt. So that's one sad thing there. The hat is awesome. Love the hat. The eyes on the new one are embroidered, which is the standard these days. And I think this one, he can actually stand on his own, which is pretty cool. And the hands are like sewn in this position. Okay, so they're quite different. Let's see, how do I get them both in the shot here? But they're both really cool, and I'm happy to have both of them. This one definitely has the more accurate coloring, but I like that this one actually has a real shirt under here. And this one has the correct white feather cheeks. And I do like their different expressions. I like both expressions. So, yeah, I love both of these plushes. Darkwing was like my favorite of the Disney afternoon shows. I'm not entirely sure why, but he did give me a lifelong love, or helped give me a lifelong love of mysteries, crime-solving stuff. Actually, I was already into it when I started watching Darkwing, because that's why I wanted to watch him in the first place, because I already loved that stuff. And I was like 5, so I don't know how the heck I knew I loved that stuff, but that also happened like when I watched Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, which would have been like a year or two earlier than that. I already knew I liked that kind of detective stuff. I do not know how I knew that, but it's always been an obsession. So both of these Darkwings are awesome. It's great to revisit that important show from my childhood. And I do recommend this new plush if you want a Darkwing plush. But I would also recommend this one if you wanted like one that has the more accurate cheeks and a real shirt under here. So, you know, they're both really cool. They both have pros and cons. So, I love them both.